Mukesh Ambani is the richest man in the world. ArcelorMittal, an Indian MNC, makes history. Sunita Williams made India proud in space. These are a few headlines that you might have come across while sipping your morning cup of tea or coke, depending on which part of the world you are in. But do you know that Mukesh is not the richest man yet? Aditya Mittal proclaimed that he has nothing to do with India except that he holds an Indian passport. And it's not a secret that India has nothing to do with Sunita Williams' success. Why does the media go gaga over people who are remotely associated with our country? We love to create and worship heroes, don't we? I'm going to tell you a story of a small kid who made it big. His name is Saurav Singh, a 17-year-old who won the NASA talent contest, beating thousands of candidates. It was also reported that once upon a time Dr. APJ Kalam had taken that exam and had only come 7th. So that makes Saurav the icon of modern India. The headlines read, "The Wonder Boy Who Conquered Science." Another reporter wrote, "When he will be going to NASA, he'll be carrying the pride of his entire family, his village and the country. The state governments flushed him with cash." Then the kid got an invitation from New Delhi to meet the president. But the story in the Indian media isn't respected if it does not have a dramatic end. Guess what? The story fell apart soon. Saurav was only another regular 17-year-old trying to pass his college exams. He had said in his interviews that he had flown to Britain today, that NASA test stayed at Buckingham Palace and used the Oxford University Library. By the way, he didn't even have a passport. There was no NASA certificate and there was no test. Now, journalists and the media people turned their cameras on him like an army pointing their AK-47 at the enemy. He had made a mockery of them. He was suddenly the Frank Abagnale of India, the lovable con artist. Now, who's to be blamed here? Media was only doing its job in reporting half-baked stories, feel-good, Karan Johar kind melodramatic material which will get the eyeballs and hence the advertisers. So what's new about this story? The media created him, they built an illusion around that kid and then started believing it. And he just played along and so did we. Someone explained it very nicely. Indian media doesn't sit on stories anymore. They just rush them out. They create news to catch up with news. But can we get a solution here? Like we have 2020 format in cricket, can we have someone come up with an 8-hour news channel and only have the genuine stories coming out? There simply won't be enough time reporting crap stories then. Now I assure you folks that there is an audience, possibly an audience willing to pay. And if the TRPs catch up, which I feel they will, the ad revenue will also flow. But having said that, 2020 will never fetch what a one-day international will. So is anyone out there willing for that trade-off between money and prostitution of news? You let me know what you think about it. That's all for this week. Do log on to my blog. Leave your comments. Take care and bye.